Alrighty then, boys. So how do we stay lean year round without having to calorie count then? So fundamentally, we need three different things. We need the ability to lift weights and get stronger in the gym. We need the ability to do year round cardio, because without tracking calories, we need to be doing a lot of cardio in order to make up for the fact that we're not counting calories and we're kind of guessing. And at the same time, because we're not counting calories, we also need a diet that's high protein and low calorie as well. So how do we do all of this all at the same time then, boys? We need to eventually, with our weightlifting, be slowly progressing in the gym. So we need to be finding a way to get stronger each week in the gym. As a result of that, we're going to gain more muscle, which means that we're going to lose body fat, because you've got to see it as a direct correlation between how much muscle I have and how low my body fat is, okay? So let's just put it for an example. If you're 100 kilos on the dot, right? 100 kilos, but then in that year, you gained 5 kilos of muscle, but you stayed at 100 kilos, right? What has to have came off your frame? You've stayed at 100 kilos, but you've gained 5 kilos of muscle while maintaining the whole time. You've lost body fat. So by adding muscle to your frame, you will lose body fat all at the same time. Alongside that, we need to be eating in a slow deficit to get to the body fat percentage that we want to. And then once we've got to that low body fat percentage, we need to then maintain. So that means eating in a calorie maintenance. You don't really know what you're doing because you're eating no calories. I mean, you're not counting your calories, I should say. So what you should do instead is try and just always eat high protein, low calorie foods. That means lean meats with a salad, high protein ice cream. There's loads and loads of different alternatives you can pick. And then alongside that, we also need to be doing year-round cardio, because we need to be burning a shit ton of calories to make up for the fact that we're kind of guessing with our calories intake, right? What type of exercises could we be doing? My suggestion is to have a sport. My suggestion is mixed martial arts, because with mixed martial arts, it's on every single night. You get to do it every evening during the week. Even on the weekends, you get to do it in the morning time. It's very rare that you get evening time MMA classes on the weekend, unfortunately. Otherwise, it'll be even better. It doesn't have to be fighting. It could be football training. It could be dance practice. It could be horse jockeying. Whatever you like to do. If you like to jump on horses and bounce on horses, be my guest. But at the same time, we need to be finding a way to burn calories through steady state cardio too. So my personal favorite is the 15% incline treadmill, because on the 15%, you'll burn double the calories you'd burn if you're walking on a flat, if you walk on a 15% incline. So doing that won't interfere with your weight training either. If you do MMA or combat sports or football training or basketball, horse jockeying, whatever you like to do, then that unfortunately shreds muscle off your frame. It makes it a lot harder for you to build muscle in the gym. If you think about it, if you did an hour of 5-a-side the night before, and then the next day you did weightlifting, you're not going to be able to leg press the same as if you just didn't do the football training, right? So any type of cardio sport, especially if it's higher intensity like football training or combat sports, then it's going to make it harder for you to gain more muscle, because you're going to feel more fatigued from the intensive cardio that you were doing. So mixing up a sport with some low intensity cardio like the incline treadmill, the stepper, there's many different ones that you can pick. I would suggest having a sport that you do and then some sort of low intensity cardio that you like to do as well. My favorite is the incline treadmill. So if you do all three of these things all at the same time, boys, you will be able to easily, effortlessly maintain a lean body fat percentage all year round without having to count your calories. The main keys is finding a way to gain muscle. And then another way is by burning calories all year round. Learn how to burn a shit ton of calories through a sport or even some steady state cardio. And then at the same time as all of that, you want to be eating high protein, low calorie foods all at the same time, because then you're eating not a lot of calories, you're burning a lot of calories, and then you're also gaining muscle, which makes you leaner by definition. Because remember, there's a direct correlation between how much muscle you have and how low your body fat percentage is. And at the same time as that, it's also a lot easier to maintain your body fat percentage once you've got that muscle on your frame. So that's the end of the video, boys. If you want a closer one-to-one connection with me, then join my one-to-one coaching. First link in the description. You can book a call with me. We'll see if it makes sense to work together. If it does make sense for us to work together, we can get you to that goal. I'll make it pretty damn fucking hard for you not to get that top 1% physique. And if you can't afford my one-to-one coaching, because it is kind of expensive, then join our second link in the description. That's my size and violence community, where I teach people fighting techniques. I teach people how to get into amazing shape. And I also teach people self-improvement habits that they should be doing too. Join my free community if you can't afford my one-to-one coaching, but if you can, I'll make it pretty damn fucking hard for you not to get to your goals. So that's the end of the video, boys. Thank you for watching.